name is Michael Knight, and I am here to help you answer the question, what is the lowest cost of the fence when it is a 5,000 square foot area, $2 per foot on the north-south side, and $4 per foot on the other sides? Therefore, I drew a couple of examples. These are possible areas that have a 5,000 square foot. They have different lengths and widths. Now, the area is length times width, and the perimeter is 2 of the lengths plus 2 of the widths. So as you can see, there is one area that has the smallest fence. That would be the square. Squares always have the smallest perimeter for its area. And so you might be tempted to think that that would be the cheapest of the fenced in areas, but it's in fact not, because of the fact that it is $2 per foot on the north-south sides and more expensive on the east-west sides. So if you see here, this shows the areas of the fences. I didn't redraw the fences, I just drew the little math problems. And the square root of 5,000 is 70.7. So this fence here at 100 times 2 times 2 and 50 times 2 times 4 is an $800 fence. Whereas down here, this fence at 5,000, it's 5,000 feet long and 1 foot wide. It's still a 5,000 square foot, but this would cost you $20,000, 5 times 2 times 2 plus 1 times 2 times 4. So this fence would cost $800, and this fence would cost $20,008. So, what is in fact the mathematic way to find the cheapest fence? Well, here I have some graphs. The first graph is this red one, and it is when you multiply x times y, length times width, you get 5,000. So here are all the different combinations of lengths and widths that make an area of 5,000 square feet. And bless you. Down here is the square root of 5,000 times the square root of 5,000, which makes a 5,000 square foot area. But it is not, in fact, the cheapest fence. So here I put some notes that my north-south is 2 times the length. My east-west sides excuse me, are 4 times the foot for the width. So here is the formula for the perimeter: 2 sides at $2 per foot plus 2 sides at $4 per foot. Now, because I isolated the y, the width is equal to the area of 5,000 divided by the length. And I did this so I could take my perimeter formula, simplify, 2 times 2 is 4, and 2 times 4 is 8, and replace the width with 5,000 divided by the length. My purpose for doing that is to create this graph. Now, if I know the width, I divide 5,000 by that number and I'll have the length. Therefore, this function is in terms of the width. So I can find the cost of all of the fences here. No matter what the width is, I can calculate the length and find out how much it costs by multiplying the length by 4 and the width by 8. I'm going to want a fence that is longer than it is wide. So I'm going to want a fence like this, rather than a fence over here like this. And so I go back to my graph and I find that when the fence is 100 feet long, it costs $800, and that is the lowest cost on my cost function here. So you'll notice that this is a 100 by 50. This is the lowest cost fence, and I calculated this fence costs $800. Thank you.